It's never too late to get a jump start on your finances that will impact you later on in life. Whether that's your health, your disability, or property, this year it's important to think long-term when it comes to your finances. So back with us this morning is certified financial planner Jana Morrison with those tips on how to get a head start now, of course, before it's too late. And I know the big thing is prepare for that unexpected. So talk a little bit about what we should be doing as far as insurance, our health, and even our property.
Okay. The first thing, the most simple thing to do, I think, is to set up an emergency fund. And that helps you not to go into debt or not be trapped into a higher interest rate debt. And so I would say automatically just transfer enough for about 3 months of essential expenses. So build up that fund. The second thing is to look at your insurance. And you know, I don't like insurance. A lot of people don't like insurance because you hate to pay for something you might not need.
Yeah.
But it is important because if something bad happens to you, that's when you really appreciate it. And so you want to have health insurance, of course, and if you don't have it through your employer, go to the Affordable Care Act, go to online, go to an insurance broker. They can help set you up with something that is most cost effective for you.
Yeah.
Life insurance, especially if you have children and a family and they're depending on your income, it's very important to set up life insurance. And usually it's not very costly if you have a term life policy, which is something that doesn't build up cash value. So that's a good thing. Other types of insurance I would look at, of course, property insurance is really gone up a lot.
Yes,
probably at least 10% this year and maybe more. But it is essential, and if you have an accident, can you repair it or replace it? And if you can't, you need insurance.
You want to know that now.
Exactly.
You want to know that now before anything does happen there too.
That's right. And then if you're in your 50s, I would say look at long-term care insurance.
Okay.
Because nursing home care is very expensive. Even home care, everybody hopes that they can get by with just home care. But this would just give you, even if it's just a partial coverage, I think it's worth looking at.
And I mean, we're also talking long term when it comes to that home care too. It's really important to update your beneficiaries as well.
That's right. And look at your beneficiaries on your 401ks, on your IRAs. And you can even add a beneficiary to your checking or savings account, because this is what happens when you pass away. The beneficiaries get that money automatically. You don't have to wait for it to go through probate. And you wouldn't believe how many people are very surprised when they look at their beneficiaries. There could be ex-spouses on there.
Right.
And if they're listed as beneficiary, it goes to them. It may be somebody you don't intend for it to go to.
And that's really important. You might not want to think about that. You don't really want to think about the future when it comes to that, but how important is it to start thinking about that right now while you're alive? Yeah. All right. Well, Jana, thank you so much for taking the time and speaking to us about this. Again, it's so important to prepare for the unexpected and make sure that you and your family are definitely covered all around with this umbrella. All right. With all of these tips, we're going to be putting them on our website, WLTX.com, because they're definitely going to be a good idea to start working on now as we start 2025.